The king of high ticket sales, world's highest paid consultant, media celebrity, multi-millionaire entrepreneur, acclaimed TEDx speaker, international best-selling author, Dan Lok.
I want to share something with you for the new year. Well, I've been running this group for about now almost 2 years. And every year in January, I make some changes, I make some improvements. This morning, I got an email from Emily. I don't know if she's here. If she's not here, probably she'll be joining us next month. So I'll just read it to you. Hi, Dan. I hope this message finds you well. I hope you remember me. I know I've been MIA for the last year, but I'm writing this email to express my thanks and appreciation for what you do. So after the last piece of advice you gave me to jog your memory, you told me to focus on in so many words through an audio message. I took your advice to heart. So rather than try to do the church thing, the real estate thing, the blah, blah, blah thing, I just decided to finally quit my job of 16 years and focus on real estate. It's been a challenging year, but I boldly went ahead and started forging a career in commercial real estate. Long story short, this year, and credit to you on your teaching about mindset and leveraging, this year I made about $500,000 net in commissions and am up for Rookie of the Year for the RE/MAX along with other RE/MAX awards. I will start attending the VEG events again, but I just wanted to let you know that you have been instrumental in my success in real estate. Who knew I was born to do this? Thanks, Dan. I hope you're well and crushing it as always. Emily Lim. And it's always very touching and I'm very humble when I get these type of messages. And so in 2017, this new year, for those of you, how many of you follow me on Facebook? Like we're connected on Facebook. Yeah, if you saw my last couple messages, you'll know this year it's about less for me. It's about the power of smaller numbers, the power of less activities, and sometimes less is more. So some of the new policies we got when it comes to VEG, number one, increased our admission. Number two, I've actually now made the meetup process. So anyone who wants to join our group, any new members, they have to go through an approval process. So Shin would check the background, would check the social media, would check their website, would check the Facebook, all these before we approve them. Versus unlike other groups, anyone who joins, as long as they can breathe, they let them join. We don't do that. So from now on, and now we're probably turning away 60-70% of people who joined. And I do get some people pissed off, why are you declining me? Why can't I join? You just can't join. So that's second thing. And third thing is, I'm also looking at, although we have 1,700 members, I ask myself the question, do I want quality or do I want quantity? Do I want just more members for the sake of saying, oh, we have so many members, or 2,000 members, 3,000 members? Do I want 3,000 wannabes, or do I want 3,000 Spartans, or 300 Spartans? Do I want 3,000 sheeps, or do I want 300 lions? So I have to ask myself that question. And without hesitation, I want 300 lions. So when it comes to the members and everything else, and you'll see, I'll start deleting people who are not coming to the meetings. If they're not active for a year, they're gone. I just delete them. It means that probably our group is not for them, or they move on to something else. Or because I want members who actively participate. Because if you don't actively participate, it's hard to get those results. Yes? Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And our group for sure is not for everyone. I'm not for everyone. My style is not for everyone. Usually people come to the room, they either hate me or they like me. There's no in between. Right? Usually they go home and send me a nasty email, fuck you, or you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. There's no in between, right? And I save both messages, by the way. I do. I have a folder. I have a folder in my Gmail, say hate email. And I just put it in there. And I'm telling you, I have thousands and thousands of messages. And sometimes there's some like smart ones. There's some very smart, nasty email. Well, that's so innovative. I've never heard that before. Come on, like, Fuck you, that's not very innovative, right? But a long email, oh, that's neat. That's neat. And sometimes I'll reply, thank you. And then go ban, delete. That's what happens, right? So, and in Facebook, I've deleted a bunch of friends. I'm still deleting a bunch of friends. Because how many of you have a lot of friends on Facebook, but you know what I mean, they're not actually friends, right? They're friends, you connect. I mean, if they show up at your door, at your home, would you let them in? I don't think so, right? So I look at all those names, like, would I let this person in my house? Nah, delete. That's kind of, I don't know, he might be a serial killer, I don't know, man. Delete, right? So that's what's going on. So that's the new VEG, new improvement. And my goal is, because of having those policies, it would attract better members, more committed members, and that makes the group stronger. Would you agree? Yes? Yeah. Okay. Hi, this is Dan Lok. Welcome to Dan Lok TV. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now you might ask, why should I? Every week, I'll post 2 new videos, all focusing on helping you becoming a better entrepreneur. You will be challenged, and you will be inspired, and you will be motivated. More importantly, you'll get practical ideas and strategies that will take your business to the next level. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you don't miss out on a single episode. I promise you, you won't regret it.